The conservation of medicinal plants. Why is it important and why the hell should I care? Or you? Well, first of all, if medicinal plants go extinct, humans go extinct, so that's a big thing. So, medicinal plants are the root of human medicine. Without it, we get sick and we die. Even right now, prescription medications, Western medicine, Eastern medicine, whichever medicine you have access to, and all of that, it's all derived originally from plants. Even cancer medication was originally isolated from plants. So that's a big deal. So that's why conservation is so important, right? We need to make sure that we keep these plants around in order to make sure that we have cures for diseases plaguing us now and that are going to plague us in the future. There are many, many compounds from plants being researched right now to create brand new medication and treat a wide variety of serious illnesses. Now that's one reason. Reason number 2, if you don't care about humanity but you care about your pocket, you're going to want to hear this. Rooibos tea, aloe vera, and many, many other plants are used as commercial products. They can be used to make teas, cosmetics, medicines, supplements, and essential oils, so much more actually. The list can go on, even food, and it goes on. The selling of these products makes money. It's as simple as that. In fact, in South Africa alone, the trade and usage of medicinal plants has a gross GDP, gross domestic profit, of about 2.9 billion rand every year. So if we don't sustainably harvest our medicinal plants, we could lose 2.9 billion rand every year of income. And that's a lot of money. If that's not a lot of money in your world, we live in very, very different worlds. Right. Now, an exam question that can pop up in the Bot 2605 modules, if you're taking it, is the following. Summarize ways to conserve medicinal plants in danger of extinction and write explanatory notes on the conservation of medicinal plants. Now, as we've been saying throughout this video, basically the first step to conservation is sustainable collection. How are medicinal plants collected in a sustainable manner? Alright, so first off, do not overharvest medicinal plants. Secondly, never remove the entire plant. Only use part of the plant as often as possible. Remember, when harvesting plants, you want to make sure that the way you harvest the plant does not result in the death of that plant. Once you've harvested and taken what you need from the plant, that plant needs to keep going and living as long as possible or as long as it can. So when removing parts of the plant, do it with proper care. Don't try your best to not seriously damage the plant in a way that it is guaranteed to die or get an infection. Remember, plants can get sick too, so try your best to take care of it. Right, another thing. When harvesting bark from plants, don't harvest it around the entire circumference of the tree. Alright, only harvest bark from the eastern and western sides of the tree. This prevents a condition known as girdling, which pretty much guarantees the death of a tree. Now, next thing, roots. Remember guys, if a plant doesn't have roots, the plant dies. If the roots are still there, the plant can come back. So when you are collecting tubers or parts of roots of a plant, make sure to only take part of it, as little as you can, and remember to cover the roots back up again, because if the roots are exposed and not under the ground, they sometimes die. So cover those roots up again, maybe even give the plant a little bit of water to help it along, and that'll increase the chances of the plant's survival, and you get your medicine. Another big thing that should be considered or taken into consideration is when you collect your medicinal plants. Remember guys, the longer a plant has been in storage, the less potent it is, the less it works. Let's put it like that. So the fresher the plant, the better. So try your best to only collect plants when they are actually required or when they are going to be used. For example, Alopecia amatacamisa, I totally pronounced that wrong, but what can I say? Anyway, so this plant is generally collected during winter because it's used to treat ailments such as coughs, colds, influenza, bronchitis, and all of those nasty pathogens that you get during winter. This also means that during summer and spring, it can pollinate and make seed and basically reproduce itself, which is fantastic for sustainability because we want plants to reproduce and make more plants, which means come next winter, hopefully you'll have even more plants, so you'll have more medicine to actually exploit. Right. Next thing. Right. Next thing. What is the next thing? Right. So, sustainable harvesting is great, it's fantastic, but it's absolutely useless if communities, traditional and to-be traditional healers and herbalists and farmers and stuff don't know it. So we need to try and educate and create awareness of these sustainable methods to poor communities, farmers and all of that. Poor communities tend to be the people that over-harvest wild populations. So people like street vendors and marketplaces, we need to educate them and their children on sustainable harvesting. That way we can make sure that we have these plants going and that one day we don't wake up and they're all gone and we're just like, oops. Right, so educating is very, very important. Now, remember guys, when you are in poverty, if you do not benefit from conservation, you will not participate. Most people won't participate in conservation unless they benefit. And the number one way of benefiting is money. Money rules the world and I hate it. But yes. So remember guys, when you live in poverty, you don't have the luxury of thinking, oh, is this plant going to be here tomorrow? Is this animal going to be here tomorrow? No. The only thing you are thinking is, am I going to have food tomorrow? Am I going to have money to buy food tomorrow for myself or my kids or my family? Whatever the case may be. So, if I can sell this product and if me keeping this plant around will make me money tomorrow, then fine. I will participate. If me farming this plant means that I will be able to make money to feed myself, my family, my kids, then I will participate. So we got to make sure that everybody benefits from conservation. Alright? If they don't benefit, they're not going to participate. Richer communities. How do you get them to do their thing? Well, this is mainly by convincing customers to control or take control of companies. Now, you know, companies have all kinds of labels on their food products and all of that stuff saying sustainably harvested and sustainably made and all of that. They have to do certain things to get that label. And if they have that label, then their sales, of course, increase because customers want you to now do sustainable harvesting and all of that. So all you have to do is convince the richer population, middle class and richer people, that this is what they want. They want this plant to be around tomorrow because this plant could potentially cure cancer or cure HIV or cure diseases that even rich people get. And the best way for you to survive that is to invest in this plant. And then they're going to want this stuff around. So people do have some control over large corporations, some control. And that's it for this video. Here's an exam summary for those who need it or want it. I hope you have a lovely week. Thanks for being here on Rain of Knowledge, and please like and subscribe if the video was helpful. Love you guys. See you next time. Adios.